Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and big surprise here, we weren't done with the sneak peeks. Not exactly sure what to think here, but boom, Black Widow suits up and embraces her new symbiote powers as she returns to Marvel Future Fight. This is a good one. This is one that we speculated on late last year with the symbiote update, but it's happening now, and it certainly doesn't fit. But I'll take it, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when we jump in here. So on the forums, they say the following: agents, it is said that the expert spy who is also a top shield agent can now use new powers. The best agent and host. Check out the new looks and abilities of this superhero who has gained new powers by bonding with the symbiote. Thank you. I don't know what new looks and abilities are. It's cool that they're still keeping her a superhero. Again, I'm not sure what the new looks and the new abilities would be because she's already tier 4. I don't think she's going to be the first tier 5. Don't panic. I mean, it's possible. Clearly, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on because clearly they don't know what's going on. They said in the Winter Soldier sneak peek that this was the last. They gave us that coded message, right? We'll give you more through the patch details. And now they're giving us more before the patch details. I don't know what's going on over at Netmarble HQ for Marvel Future Fight, but it's a little bit worrisome because they seem to be unorganized, disorganized, and that's not good. You wonder how many people are left. You wonder how many people are doing oversight. I said this last week. I said this when the trade went down. Who's starving more for an NBA title? No, that's a deep cut. If you know what I'm talking about, hey, congratulations. Hit me in the comments if you know what that's from. I said this with the last update that it feels like they're just kind of chucking, half-finished characters over to us. And particularly for an MCU update, they aren't really that careful the way that they usually are, right? We usually expect the MCU updates to bump the quality up a notch because the expectations are higher because Marvel's watching. Marvel doesn't seem to be watching. They're on snooze patrol. They're completely, Xanaxed out of their mind. I don't know. Kevin Feige just gave up, as it seems, because the Captain America Hulk update sucks, right? Red Hulk sucks. He's not tier 4. Captain America Sam Wilson sucks, even though he is tier 4. And Joaquin Torres is just a support. Leader's cool, I guess. Like, it's weird because clearly there's some effort, right? 2 new characters is clearly some amount of effort. I'm not going to lie and say that's no effort. But then on the other hand, you're like, they didn't try for the 2 marquee characters that are all over the posters and all over the trailers. They didn't make those characters good. So any new players that are coming to the game saying, man, I want to play as Thaddeus, Ross, Red Hulk. He sucks. Don't bother. Everybody that's coming back, man, oh man, I want to play with the new Captain America, Sam Wilson. Don't bother. He sucks. What are they supposed to think, right? So very bizarre. And then on top of that, this mid-month has absolutely nothing to do with the movie. And it's not even that it's like kind of close. Black Widow isn't even in the fucking movie. So what the hell is going on? You start to peel back the layers of this onion and you realize that it may be rotten in the middle. So anyways, let's check out the sneak peek itself. It's another slideshow. Thank God. We got another slideshow. She looks really cool. I'm not going to lie. She's got the booba. She's got the high ponytail. She looks really cool. And I like the symbiote look for her. And we can talk about how this is going to impact the game. But I got to say, man, it's weird. It feels weird, They really could have done... I don't know. They could have done something else, I guess. I don't know. I understand that there's the way that they schedule things out now with the mid-month update, being 2 weeks later. They don't always relate to the main update when the main update is an MCU update, right? I understand that, right? I understand that. We had Deadpool, Wolverine, and then the mid-month was, not related to the movie because there's just not that many characters from the movie that they can drop, and they had to drop Cassandra in the main update, so the mid-month was something else, right? That was not related to Deadpool and Wolverine. So I understand that. This is not the first time they do it. It's okay. But when you look at what we're getting exactly, right? We're getting Winter Soldier from just his most recent comic run of no relation whatsoever, right? But I guess Bucky's in the movie a little bit, right? He appears briefly. He's in a photo or something. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, but he's in a photo or something. And yeah, he's in Thunderbolts. But now they're doing Black Widow, who already has a tier 4. And again, I'm not saying that Black Widow doesn't deserve a new uniform. She does, because she sucks. And she has sucked. She basically sucked when she came out, kind of. But no one wanted to admit it because she was tier 4. She was the third tier 4, I believe. It was or the second tier 4. It was Iron Man, Moon Knight, Black Widow, I think. She was the third tier 4, something like that. And she was bad. She was bad from the get-go. So this is good because now, what is that, 3 years later? Because she got her tier 4 in 2020. Holy shit, she got her tier 4 in 2022. It's been 3 years since she got this uniform, the Golden Gate Vigilante. Holy crap. I'm going to double check this, but I'm actually floored that it actually might be 4 years ago. Or sorry, 3 years ago. And so it's so this one says 2 years ago. I forgot one upgrade, and yet Black Widow destroyed it. This is 2 years ago. But it's definitely when she got her uniform. But this is June 2022. Yeah, so almost 3 years ago. So that's how old tier 4 is, guys. Tier 4 is 3 years ago. We're coming up on 3 years. So if you think tier 4 is like a new thing, or if you think, you know, oh, this system is, you know, really they're rushing it or whatever, it's been in the game for quite a while. It's been in the game for quite some time. Yeah, this is crazy. So yeah, about close to 3 years, two years and a half with a little bit extra that that she had this uniform. So she absolutely deserves a new uniform, 100%. But in the middle of an MCU update where she turns into a symbiote, that's so weird. So if you're wondering what the hell is going on, yeah, me too. And considering we got a huge symbiote update just a few months ago where they dropped new uniforms for, you know, Spider-Man, Agent Venom, Null, Venom, Carnage. They dropped new symbiotes like Sleeper. That was the perfect time, by the way. That was the perfect time because it was a symbiote-themed update to drop Black Widow. So get your conspiracy, you know, hats on. Get your tinfoil hats on because they probably had made Black Widow 4 months ago. And they were just holding on to her for some reason because they, I guess, calculated somehow, or they came to some conclusion that either they didn't have to release Black Widow and the update had enough content, so they just saved it, or they decided, you know, this is not the right time to release Black Widow. We want the focus to be somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's possible maybe that they decided at the last minute to keep Spider-Man for PvP, and this new Black Widow is also going to be good for PvP. So they thought, you know, 2 speed heroes that are both symbiotes that are both good for PvP. It's going to confuse the players, so let's just delay one of them by like 3-4 months. And then, of course, Spider-Man takes precedent over Black Widow because he's a more popular character. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I genuinely don't know. I don't really like it. I like it when the game feels more predictable. That sounds kind of stupid, I know. But it's better to feel predictable and in control than unpredictable, which some people would think is good, but then the game feels out of control. The game feels disorganized. The game feels like they don't really know where they want to take us. And that's kind of scary because, again, you want the business to be confident enough to say, we know what the players want. Even if they're wrong, I would rather that they be wrong and be confident in being wrong than to be like, because all of that hesitation means that they've lost touch with the players, which means that they're not looking at the data, which means they're not paying attention, they're not listening to community feedback, and that's when the game has a cliff in front of it and could fall off the cliff. So I really need them to pay attention. I hope that came through on the mic, otherwise I look insane. I really need them to pay attention. The whole community needs them to pay attention and put these kind of bullshit, you know, mishmash Frankenstein updates behind them. Stop doing this shit. It's mad annoying, and it makes players nervous, man. It doesn't fill me with confidence to spend. I'll be really honest. So yeah, that's my rant on the whole timing thing. As far as Black Widow herself goes, I'm glad she's getting a uniform. I'm not gonna say no because you can rewind 4 months ago when the symbiote update was coming out, and I was saying, man, There's a really good chance to give Black Widow a uniform. She got one recently in the comics as a symbiote, and that would be sick. She deserves an upgrade. If she gets upgraded to symbiote, she's going to clap some mad cheeks in PvP because you can pair her with Agent Venom. It's going to be big. So we're going to see how this kind of shakes out. As far as... Yeah, see, what's tough about Black Widow, she only has Agent and Agility tags. And so if you want to pair her with Agent Venom for content, you're going to be hard-pressed because the only tag that they share in common is Agent, and they're going to share Symbiote. But Agent and Symbiote are not tags for World Boss. So the only tag that they could share would be Leadership that actually appears in World Boss. That's not going to be the case. So the only stages you're going to be able to use Agent Venom and Black Widow on are the hero stages or the human stages. But any stage, obviously, that's male or female, speed or combat, whatever, no, gone. So that's kind of annoying, just because I would like to see her. It would be cool if she was dual use, right? It would be cool if she was also good for PvE. She honestly, like, Black Widow deserves so much more. She's kind of just been shit for so many years. Like, genuinely so many years she's been bad. The only time she really had a renaissance and she was good was this white uniform back in 2020. They released this like mid 2020 and she was clapping cheeks in PvP for a few months. It was amazing. She was taking down native tier 2 genes that were built to the teeth. It was such an amazing time for free-to-plays, man. They could just come in, build one uniform, and just completely obliterate. But then Silver Surfer came out and kind of ruined that. But yeah, she was good for a little while. So that's basically her history, is like complete garbage and then a quick spike up to godhood and then a dunk back down and then garbage since then. The only real thing she's used for is as a striker for Alliance Battle Extreme. And the reason for that is when you put her as a tier 4 striker, right? You see here, when you put her as a tier 4 striker, she uses her third skill, Widow's Shock. And this is actually a pretty good skill. It hits quite hard. It has a 100% damage proc, as you can see there. And it has iframe ignore. So, and it has super guard break. Yeah, bro. Like, Black Widow's got a lot of the tools. And she has, remember, she has the Giga Dodge, like Spider-Man. So, I'm actually hoping that they buff her quite a bit. I really like Black Widow. I think she deserves to be meta. She should be as strong or stronger than Spider-Man in PvP. And I think that she should be stronger than she was before in PvE as well, because I would like to take her for a spin there. As far as upgrading her skills go, I think they just need to make some of them a little bit more cancelable. That's the main issue with Black Widow, is you can't cancel most of her skills. So you have to do like these weird herky-jerky, like 5 delay, 4 delay, 3 kind of herky-jerky mess combos. And then her tier 3, it lasts way too long. This is the same, you know, the same shit that, you know, Captain America Sam Wilson has, where you start this and it's like you're running a marathon, bro. It just keeps going and going. It's the Energizer Bunny. And by the time the helicopter flies, that, like, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. It looks cool. But the explosion triggers your next rotation. It triggers your next proc. And that's annoying as hell. So they just need to, like, speed up this animation. They can make her go faster, bro. It's not going to look weird. She's a super agent. She can move faster. Just take away some of the frames. Make her do 1 flip instead of 2. And make that helicopter come down like halfway through. When she does that flip back, the helicopter should drop and explode. And then when she explodes while she's doing the backflip. Just make the animation shorter so it doesn't screw up our next rotation. The game is built on these 7-second bursts of animation. Why they decide that some characters need like a 10, 11-second animation for one skill, I don't understand. It's beyond me. Loki's tier 3, Sam Wilson's tier 3, Black Widow's tier 3. Whoever designed them should have their nuts stomped on, and then they should be fired. So yeah, that's it. As you can tell, I'm pretty upset these days with the game, just because it feels disorganized and out of control, and it feels like there isn't the same quality assurance, there isn't the same, you know, attention to detail as there was last year. And that's not a long time, bro. So where did those people go? Like, did they all quit? Did they all vanish? Are they all still on vacation? Get those people back, please, because those people were very good for the game. The people who made the Doctor Strange update, the Zombie Strange, the people who made the Null update. Like, it's not like the game has been steadily declining for a long time now. I'm not an idiot, right? I'm not like these people who are constantly dooming the game. The game's going to shut down every 2 weeks. We've had some really fucking good updates recently. This was an amazing update. They cooked really hard. This was a good update too. They also cooked. Look at this shit. This looks amazing. Okay, I'm never going to say this looks bad. I would, no way. But compared to recently, holy shit. This is what we have now. Come on, bro. Come on. Anyways, hey, remember the comments down below. We'll have the patch notes tomorrow. We'll see. It's probably just going to be Black Widow uniform and Winter Soldier uniform and tier 4. I hope they surprise us with a Red Hulk tier 4. Just give him whatever, bro. Just give him Hulk's tier 4 and give him the final damage back. Whatever, bro. Come on, just copy and paste. Just copy and paste, please. We need something. Come on, just give it. Come on. Anyways, I'll stop. Thanks for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.